no ase papa yatena se kachire kwabra bedu wa ha na before aye ba be kono na kachire bo nkomo bi so kwamba fi so wa ha anope ma mo atena se ba now ankomo di fufu ma garlic nyina age wo mo ho za na da bia wo mo ye but wo mo atena se poku ase of Anko highway no the level of road construction at Ecos kwabra bedu yes
horrible.
O say mama horrible. Me mamu ko ya ba na nka modi fufu di garlic ma. Aje mu nyina. So.
Ba we so abeka wa ha. Hey, enye
yes, but let's have a brief discussion.
Let's have.
Me nim say wa fasa kwan so.
Yes.
Tell us any observation about Pokuase of Anko to Tomo Akosi Amasaman, right?
Kwame
Ekwa di kosi Sawama do agri.
Ekwa ne horrible.
Kosi teacher Mante, right?
Ekwa ne horrible. I'm telling you. Kwame ne horrible.
Aye dey.
Ne atia ne say na twa fa so na nsen.
Okay.
Na twa fa so no. I had a bad experience. Kata de ja me, kata. E ka me boy ansa na kata yitimi akonya kata kakotwa. Kwame dem say unya fa main fa carry fi cycle.
Yes.
Itu be wuram car no de utie no do fa main road wa. Ene so tisi achimata wuram main road na be kwa akosi Pokuase. Na chese unya du Pokuase ho na.
Yeah.
Kwame, efiti Pokuase ko no.
I say what trap Pokuase interchange, you know.
That's right.
Yes.
Utra first or seni mo nya u de fa so watiasi amasaman. Efi amasaman kwa akosi doburo.
Yeah.
Kwame, horrible.
Ade.
So amoye kwan the road is under construction. Na kwan amoye ndi kan. Amna donko potholes e de kwan nim.
Okay.
Dey to so miero mfutro. Omo water kwan ye. Omo water a chance na omo san water. To omo moto ade okwan ho no. Omo complain mfutro kwa me be wura mu ansa na e kwan watwa wie under normal circumstance.
Yeah.
E kwan so free fence circle e kwan san omo a. Kwa me shouldn't take you more than 45. I mean less than 45 minutes I say we do. But this time around we 2 hours in the betwa kwan no.
Okay.
Because of this no adara for na omo drive omo load ko ho no. Kwame, olodu wa cycle no ko ebi mu 10 cities 12 cities no. Say ebi mu 20 cities. Straight. For your sense some straight 20 cities. Na ebu anso kra wa fa no. Wo be fa car be me ensan we di me du nsawom. Because onyu adu kodu amasaman a ohwa na so dan ho nko no asiwu. Na wasa fa car foforo. Akwesi bi asapeman no masiu no masafa ka enti afa o de no to aso so to nche Kwame driver no de car na pimpim mu every day there is a collision because ekwan no de aya no obi adoje
okay
enti we be se me doje amna we so be se me doje amna obi woni ken na kasi ani na no to be sa betimi utika na mfifre enti kwan de o mo fa kwan so jabre o mo fidie da Kessben o mani agese ye ka ho asem menim tama kwanon be wie wo mo sha asia so nya no Kwame ena ka wo mo watampo wata no wo mo wata kwan nti mfuturo de de wo mo to ade okwan so de Kwame mo bre pa ye ka se ye ka experience na Kwame ade be che eti we are calling authority say samu ye kwan no kura Kwame ka udi se kwan no kura say asama traffic asam ba kwan so traffic
yeah
Kwame tip sim se so kon sa mo a we be do 3 o'clock we are 3 o'clock because car be nkwane bi aba utie ye na unya air condition AC car na no kura no potholes eno so be ye wade ye be boa ni say ube preventing food throw
but any e fa trotro ne de say ya food throw be kun nyina
yeah e fa trotro no because mu say no de mo kwa kwan no so a mo mere ti say wu say Land Cruiser 44 BN32 on tie top potom kura on te sa uze o fa kwan so bad ya kura wu mpo sa kwan na onam so no
kwan be fi be kama akosam dia sa kwan no me mpe so fa eno kura ka ho bi na sese Kumase kokura ye mani ha no
ba me driver for yi pa
sese no me ko Kumase na enye flight me nkokura
flight
Debbie oze
flight
ai
boy
na kwan na ye 4 hours no Pokuase tunsa wem no kwa be makwan na 6 hours kwan be fi bo amane
Kwame ye nyina sempa na areho Kwame I think the last 2 weeks here me ko suhum say last time no fast no say ka chire ka no ka na bia ye yusu nti mete ye bad man sada anti ni ye nemo me fa trotro efri eye ye ni mu ha ekosi eye suhum no ene meti bi pa na me kwaye Kwame na emfuturo a meduru na matade no tuntum na aye kokko no areho na me de menti ase ne se yeti o man mu ha ye kwan yahu se ye akwan bi ete se eno aye ana na ye motowe tema motowe de ye nyina no ubehu se akwan ne ye yi ba bi to ne aye so kama na ka na afa so a na se omu wi a na afa omu abaye me pese me bo company bi ba ye ha so ni twa omu na ye akwan bebra yehu anopa bi om di nsuo gu so ema yehu kolas fo ye pete ensa kwan yehu ye anopa bi om di nsuo no mu ayi bi ato ba bi na we di akra na aba ekwan no ase ye so ha ne ye so ha ye so ha ne ye so ha ye tutu ha ye tutu ha
what say me kan for gomo enye na ne ebedi medical ka ho asem last year me kan no so aban ye akwan kra na still na ye bo aban next but I'm saying that contractors na ye adwuma any site supervisors foreman for no wo mu ni wo mu adwuma de nanka ye ni bi enim ne say ye kwan ya I mean to say the kwan ba fi okay one side ye ma ye mo trouble kakra what you say na afi ye ya na ehu say this side no aye okay cars betimi afa so a na ya shift na ha no so yakwa akoye adwuma kasa se ye kase poku ase wo free hodo mo from amasaman ko ni nyina no yafuntum bibra dia fra okay yakeka ka bibia dia eden
afani afanyina
the size of the road ni nyina and the unfortunate thing then so ne say bypass ne flyovers na wo mo okay omo lift giant pillars at the middle of the road. Okay, and it said there Kwame Bedu kan ye no wo fa ha wo dodge wo pia fa ha wo pia si ha do no one hwe ni here now ne car wo free one side there ba koshia and there be a seat because in footro no the wa a seat here no in footro no to me ba to the stand say when
I'm telling you
wo drive here
since you want so near December
and then ye wo pebrim we are in the dry season ye kase no I mean in footro no so the question is that who are the ones supervising Ejuma Koso? The municipality in that area. A person mo say womo do not have a say as to kwanya. I mean, womo be fast one be near mana. Ebema timemufo so ho ayede. Ahenha womo kakra.
Too bad.
Yeah, baba to abey. Na womo di mrika speed pa o. Womo agugu mfimfi ho kakra bi.
Ene hu no.
Eno 1 kilometer. Baby a womo adu no. Uti si so ayo said ye wo
drive ene ehu no
ya no asa ko
to be a speed ade ko no nse kwa ne ye na kosim gain na dia asem aba kasa kesi e dane.
My question is that why is it say ye kwan na I mean substantially yentimi find proper ways of doing it na ye funtum bibia you see one more dwudwuri kwan ne ba bia to the sense e kwan yin so side ne kura no am so mo ye no hu so mo ye so mo ye den you don't see it and so ya dwiri bibia de ede abom
yes
nanka first ne kura mu nwiri ye nanka quota anka kra ede
wo so
eno no one side no cars ne nipa ne for ye kakra but I feel the ecosi say ko ba ne say
Kwame Kwana one engineer no say o my 73% you
o my there 73% ne there
ye rabin pon me boa
David where yi Thomas David Atta in some of anko de ne project ne
73% e kwa ne down there just here 73
was say ko mu wie July but say ko be wie May
May
2025 ya no be
May 2025 ya wo bia
ade wo hoyi
sa kwan na e da honom na ye 21st
we ya 73
May ya mu be wie sa kwan
30% kure nu 30% enu ade no ka kire no wa mu wata kwan no so anu kura ni problem
because your share contractor be say
and say we funtum bibia sa no a say water tankers no e dorso there's been a time amafa kwan ni so a water tanker ba akopɛ ana e water kwan
Bakupe.
From the stretch of Amasaman, Ekwa de Kosi in Sawem Junction, a better than one water tank vehicle. I decided to bet me our Tassa Aquanina.
Now, Kwame, all water
how many times Grand will be and Sana.
And our water class would if we had Equa, we know this year. So I want this year. I knew this year. Won't in foot to Bomoa and San Waka to baby cry water. So come here. A quadia cababia and I see no. No, I water the quan too fast. Walk on an echo.
Oh, horrible.
Richard for engineers need to line is on the income.
Yeah, because
they must be able to tell us the NTIA aquacobanis.
Sure.
You see, yeah, you be an opinion Americano. Say, ye be a ye be a short sightedness.
Adinatia.
Eh? Empepreho political point I pesi a scontino, munyan intentem, ye betuaba munyan intentem.
Anya yipenafa ye.
Oh, because okay.
Na many engineer Abdullah Mahama any incomo. Engineer, good morning, Afishiapa.
Good morning, I've been committing na speaker, or the speaker of Africa. And one.
Thank you, Medasi.
Walk away, I'm also or voice of Africa or voice of America. We do
Medasi, Jamisha engineer. Na BBI find there.
Nankupodum, the Hoyapa, that the people the person that ya util for near Shafonina or Morgana, Mutil de Bia Mushaw, Obia Fishapa, and Mobia one thing, na year was to Kakaka, who see Eviera, or Sambia and Bonibia to
Amen. Now, you are building and then a construction engineer. I mean, civil
road and building consultant.
Papa, my the ma yenye education about road construction. Minim saying wafa amasama mpoku ase kwan ya ye so a. Ofa so ache.
First of all.
Okay. E kwan ya fa so a ye sa kwan no. Is that the right methodology as I say the yes kwan no?
Oh, Saaneti. They have had the complaints of people making some comments here and there, but such a magnitude of road now, anything built up area, no, it goes with a lot of challenges. Like I said some years back on your station, that road is the second most used road in Ghana in terms of traffic volume. 5 lane no more in the repos no kakra sa na be you know say be ebinya butoka kana 10 lane there in a very dense populated area and you would have some of these challenges.
Yes, but
I have one condition, so I don't actually speak too much on the Amazon. I will explain to you later.
Okay.
So if you can move ahead and do other things.
Yes, but I'm saying say a kwan you know why you be ho no so a well lead the project to say. I mean in the situation it looks as if say ye funtum bibia de afra. I mean you don't see say be one side of the road you know na construction no air happen na yeja the other side ma motorists and so etimi use. But in the case
no, they can't do that because the nature of the type of construction and then the traffic volumes you know they cannot do that. But like I told you, I will explain few things later because they contractually have an obligation. So let's move ahead and I will do other further discussions on the clearance on it.
Very well. But what about watering that particular stretch? I mean, say Anopebiana, Ewiana, and Nurebiano, you be making sure say ensure I mean
so they have 14 water browsers on it. 14 water tankers. Unfortunately, when you're in the extremely dry season, the record that I know is almost water within 25 minutes maximum. Now, final with the 14 water brothers, it was more than adequate for the wet. But because of sometimes the excessive speed of vehicles when the water is actually down on it now, and then the excessive temperature that we are already confronted with as a part of the global warming and other things. You know. The installation of water from the locations where they are getting the water to down the road before on the Kwaba Sensuabano, it takes a longer time. And I know journalists, when I just say I would have a reason why not to talk on it on that particular one, I'll give you a reason later backstage. But let's continue. But they are doing some work. And then the motorists are supposed to also ensure that they adhere to the basic tenet. When you are driving on the road and they give you approaches from zero, say you are entering a construction zone, the worst you can go is 30 kilometers per hour. And you see gas vehicles doing 80, 70 at the most ideal areas now. That's the reason why they give you 30 or 2 kilometers per hour on a 17 kilometer stretch. every driver, most drivers on that road, is respect the construction conditions. Let's go ahead with your topic for this.
When is it expected some will be projecting?
Off record, I can't be able to do that.
Okay, but I mean, per approximation, no, we are not told when the project will be done.
Those informations will come from the Ministry of Roads and Highways.
They will come from the Ministry of Roads and Highways.
Yes, Ghana Highway Authority, Ministry of Roads and Highways.
Okay, engineer, I don't permit us.
You brought about the tool, right?
Yes, you want to comment on that? My producer, there's also prompt me on it. He said, and Cabo and Opera were in. That
was the reason why they called. So that's why I was trying to, because I told he bases on the fact that.
I understand, but I mean, let me listen to your quick one, because the Honorable Minister Designate Andra raised concerns about the level of debt and what the road sector no emu. Now his major concerns no, and they say, why do we have to pile up? I mean, a cano say a do those levels, and yet contractors no yentimi entria womoka to that extent. Again, he wish say you be introducing the road tolls no na ensamra may take care of the road fund na sikana e komuno. I mean, entimi endro the maximum side. You bet me the contractors no ka ma edwuma womo and womo timi aye. Ma mintio on some of these proposals na yemfens.
Your very station was my last TV interview, and that thing was a very sensitive program regarding the tool. I remember I was about now historical student because hey, let me just play back one thing, because your station is full of records. If you can record a day I made an interview now, you can play back that video. I said if the previous administration, the other the NPP was on in power, I said at the tail end of the NPP, if and you say and you ferry and I say maybe that means that we say if we go into retrospection now, we may have to introduce the tool before the end of the S1 and others administration, or immediately the MPP exit office, if that should be the case. The new administration will bring it up. In fact, those videos, if I can check my archives and then share the video with you, you have the video in your studio. And I was so emphatic that should happen. And if you look at just last year, the S1 and another administration, they raised it back that they were bringing it as a last year, 2024.
Yes, I remember some minister from Bayern.
Yes, so they were actually in the process. But the process is that it's not just by way of saying, and remember at the Nabaso. Because if you're having any existing pool, like I said, the question of the tool was so illegal across the globe. No country performs better without having a road tool. In fact, I had my first investigation when that thing happened. I copied from one of the sister stations, City. I'm interview almost hundreds of drivers, commercial drivers. Let me take even private drivers out. Commercial drivers, and overwhelmingly, about 92 to 94% were not satisfied about the reason why the toll was removed. 92%. That should let you know that it was a very unpopular decision by suspending the road toll. Even those who are doing commercial business were against the removal, because education has gotten to a certain level now. People are very enlightened. Their only concern was that the toll now, especially the location where the tolls are mounted, there is an eyesore to see those areas have deteriorated to the sense that when you are paying something and you see that the road so they wanted the road toll to be put into judicious use. Number two, now that the minister designates fantastic Abuja, he's the first and foremost, he's the most closest in terms of technicalities who is being appointed by as a Minister of Roads and Highways. Closest in terms of the appreciation of the area he is going to man. And I've always been saying, other ministry can be lawyers and other things. I don't have a problem. But you see, when it comes to road infrastructure, and you don't get somebody who has practiced over the years to actually appreciate what he's coming to sit on, before the person will face the learning curve, now, but 90 minutes, no. I am so So for me, for instance, you know my biasness. I don't have any affiliate with any of the two. I am so excited to see the man's contribution, his analysis, his submissions yesterday, and I can say, oh man, over 100 in terms of architect, all right, but appreciation of technical contractual abilities or of road appreciation, he was not less than 85% yesterday. From the scratch. That means that once he gets to the place and he's just giving some little brief, his appreciation will go higher. Now, when we get to the toe, and you want to start the toe, the reason why we have difficulty that when the policy just comes out, okay, let's start the toe by the end of March, or let's say by the end of April. The difficulty will be that we will not have those lotto kiosks now idea too. We do lotto kiosks be simple idea too. No.
Yes.
The challenge that existed must be eradicated or must be minimized. You need to have maybe there 400 meters before you get to the location of the toll. You have to widen the road. If you know the approach to the toll, you have to widen the place. If it was an existing 2 lane, minimum should be about 4 lanes.
Okay.
And then when you finish paying and you're about to move into the school lane again you need about under 400 meters or less so that the vehicles can accelerate, and then before we do we are coming back into their existing 2 carriageway they will not be bottleneck because some cars are much faster than the others. So only trailer let's say salunka who can record the next 400 meters obviously you get to the place before the trailer will get there.
Yes.
So that is the reason why we have the deceleration that you be 400 meters before the approach, while in the 4 lane, so that you have a luxury of doing toll. Everybody can move to any of the toll booth or the plaza to pay, and then when you are done paying, you move back again into the existing carriageway by 400 or 500 meter radius. Number 2, in doing so, it means that government has to acquire additional land. So if you want to maintain the location of the existing tool, you don't want to move it strategically because of trying to get amass all your money within that said location now. You need to acquire additional lands within the periphery. That means that if the lands there a follower, good for you. You will just only compensate for the owners of the land with certification of their documents. But if there are buildings on it, you have to now come in, value the buildings, measure, have a discussion with the people, pay, and then give them maybe 2-3 months, demolish those houses, and then now widen the road. That's what I'm saying. The policy can come today, but it may take not less than 6 months.
Okay.
To be able to acquire those lands and then improve the carriageway so that you can now minimize the congestion of the traffic in that place.
Yes, but
and then lastly, when they are done, in the event that we're able to get the land, widen the carriageway from 2 to 4 or whatever it is now, we have to cordon off the place and make it a stern warning that no hawker should be found within the chain fencing, because you have actually fenced the place to avoid people conflicting with hawkers before they pay, and when they pay and they want to accelerate, they are conflicting with hawkers before they move to the designated carriageways. So these are the things that, in fact, if the minister wants some people like us to also sit with him, we will all come and sit down as Ghanaians and profile technical solutions, because all this is found in Kessben TV. You have all those information I've already shared with you by video.
Yes, but the last question I was asked though, and it's how should it be done? Yenye no manpower to say the already existing one, and yenye no automated. So to speak, I mean, we do how to I now call baby.
Beautiful. I have said this thing, and I'm sure when you go to YouTube or just Google Engineer Mahama on Full Booth and other things, I have maybe some of you who are the hosts, video you read more, but Ghana Hano. Nka mikoka sebi o nse hundu o Ghana ha nka to it's gonna echo viral. So when say the Ghana say the when it comes to media negativity, this information I've been championing even on my Facebook wall. In fact, Engineer Mahama Abdullah is my Facebook, or when you go to my Twitter at Mahama_Abdullah, on my own leisure time, I try to educate those who listen. Now the question you are talking about, say, what do you call it?
Automation and manual.
Automation. Now there are two things for automation. You cannot do wholesale automation. Okay. So that maybe you can take or maybe them na non-commodity no back. The only thing that before you do the automation, how do you automate the Burkinabe tracks? Fine. I don't know whether you have an answer for me.
No, I don't. Meet you as an expert.
You need to have in the wisdom of the processes that we've already engaged ourselves as Ghanaians. Now the national identification card becomes very important. So if we don't finalize to synchronize, this is my submission I've made over the last 3 years, that the fast tracking of the national identification card, synchronizing with your DVLA driving license, that leads to owners of some particular vehicles. So let's say I own 3 cars. And then in synchronizing my DVLA data to my national identification, it has been synchronized. So it becomes like prepaid card that I'm paying. This one I'm giving you, but those who are the IT guys will sit down with us, and then when we give them our thing, they will now analyze and finalize what we are talking about. So if I have my national ID card, which is the national ID card, synchronizing with my data at DVLA, my vehicles have a link with my ID card. So if I pay 100 Ghana cedis cumulative, anytime I get to the designated area with the CCTV cameras, which are also synchronized with DVLA and those the tax Ghana Revenue Authority, who are supposed to do the deductions to the sector ministry now. Once my car is passing, when say do now there's this car this light flash it, those lights So they pick your car number, and immediately it reflects to one of the institutions which are mandated to be doing the synchronization and collection. So there will be deduction as to how many times you are using the place, by which time it do by the end of the month. That's another make us about 6 weeks, depending on the number of units auto or card and so. Say usikano I exhaust here. You ought to go in and increase your to reload your card. Now, because your national identification is linked to your bank transactions, is linked to your telcos, is linked to your MTN, your Telcel, whatever. If you falter after 2 weeks now, there's a flag that will be flagged even in all your transactions at at the bank, at the telco, so that you may have to pay before you are relieved of your flag, the red flag. So this is a very complex thing, but everything will come back to the national identification that will be synchronized with other cards, so that you can now make the e-card very practical. But the reason why I just said that we cannot do the other ones, we don't have that international with the Burkinabe or the Nigerian one, so that's why I say may 7 tour. Maybe 2 of the tour will be left solely for the foreign tracks.
Okay.
So that when they get there, they will be manually paying their tour. And to find a way to the IT expert, I'm just a civil engineer, the IT guys will now find a way to be able to synchronize those people to whenever they're coming to the camp. Maybe when they get to Boko, and I said that our entry point now, they do some entry. Once they do some entry there now, then it reflects with our temporal national base, so that when they move into and they are going out now, that thing will reflect, so that they can also start to use the automated one without any problem. But it's a very complex, but the basic is a national identification, synchronizing with our DVLA, our driving license, and our ownership of vehicles, so that say, oh, speaker, say me will fear, now say, Sebio, over car. Eko Ofanko Akoya Ofanko Eba Atimota, there's no two.
Exactly.
Nothing will say, my phone a blank say, Yatimi tour. Indirectly, I'll know that you are on the motorway.
Exactly.
This is coming from me. Engineer Mahama.
Very well. Engineer, I'm grateful for the insight. I don't pay with why. But I wanted the baby, I would just say into there. I won't worry you. Thank you very much for your time. I'm grateful.
Yes, sir.
All right. Engineer Abdullahi Mahama, Ada Menina Din Common, 12 after 8. Simple. We're trying to hear. Kwame, 1 minute.
Engineer Canning, so I'm here who say, a Kwame said, on way and the Sanya Bayano. Lemum, the best wrong, say, and need him one of Pabum friends who know some more. Nababia, a put to us near, you know, won't fail for my end. And I make a sense, you are the on car. Yes, Reno, so on can't of my end. Because a high a salmon for Caspar.
Okay. But that's it. Mammy Joe, go ahead, Uncle.
What are you not doing? The Mesra a drama for so swam. Ninu ya watching and who canitino. They said, do you remember 1 month a fucker free a concert 20 cities flat rate. Oh, yeah, I was straight 20. Now I rush out no be a coffee. That's Sadian Kwame. You better be a casual memu. Had you. Bibiniti more than Dodo. Ninu ya watching and who can bokro no dear. And yet, it cannot have any pen once a bunker. Why?
Kwame answer that.
Na yesi
Asemi.
Yesi konfobia nya bro.
Anya broken heart to Kwame. Asem na reho.
Ochine ba ni.
Odafa no.
Was it what you to da konto no makwa na anwa no akọ foforo.
Odafa no.
Enye yes also ho ye.
Erade adom me ho ye. Oda so ho ana.
O da bi say
no a political appointment.
Oh, me kura na nye political appointment per se, but na me a civil servant seconded to the ministry. And me kasama a politically exposed person, which happens to be the minister.
Yes.
Ohe me job description kasana say job placement and our rule, the particular one kasana mo ho dia.
Yeah.
I was speaking for the minister. Just I so happy is a minister na the face of the ministry. In Jabibia, no, yeah, also rule a political role. So certainly, you also happy to be speaking for politically exposed person. Nebasa, you are aligned, and in the interest of, if I say, I mean, they said the Bibia be prepare pattern. I mean, a paper say when you communicate on the policies and ideas of a political party. No money. I mean, just not to find yourself in any difficult position as a conflict of interest.
Okay.
You just work out honorably. Ndizana mi ye. Ndi mi obi ampa mome.
Okay. One I do
me na me so. I was so aligned that I don't think say be a buying for an hour no. It will be proper.
Yeah.
Say I will still be communicating on because a lot of your policies and ideas are a bit different. It be a petty and it be so contradicting.
Okay.
And on one side, Ube Jena defend double track, whilst at the 20 we feel double track is a game changer.
Yes.
Now buy Biabana buy say on a double track when you to Ube Trim. Also, would you pass a double track ya dear and on a beer quenya my nipa in ya quenya de Ekobi access. At the same time, so one more eco category A schools. And then Maakye Kubi. Because over Ghana, a major problem in most of our schools, it has a problem with space. You need problem with space. It has more to do with problem of choice.
Okay.
And you over schools are schools are presec lego no more ya santoa no more poku are no more. They be ane why because obia ba person ye dey okoho. But be able come ya me kro were my no more Collins ne state ni ade wa Asante Achem no. Na e ho de spaces ye dey eda ho. So double track was a way na ode ma obia timako school akese ne dey ebi. Nti at the same time I will ensure say we be mu no. Na we say make sure say there is quality. Because enkura 3,000 bit ma ko prempe. Na double track bit ma ama 6,000 akwa. I mean common sense approach. I didn't know monko. Na umomon run the tracking system. At the same time na we build this schools no so capacity to bit medru prempe college. Ochana nipa no onyanya prempa sa school no bit ma dey. I mean, that is what we believe in. And so we believe in way now. Ochana by we so no so the campaign promising say double track is a button and not the papa. Ebi no je no ntia sa. Ha no bedru hu wi no hu say double track no. So you free wa. Prempet me fa nkora 6,000 say be 3,000. How do the same question go back? Esa contradicted ho. And I mean, not to find me home in any position of conflict of interest no. I felt say was proper say Sebio abine kodi amino mu nyina day enko
very well. Actually, bini ya kwesi kwa na attend kan esqua we are okoko they work into private practice, right?
Say they say people won for those on your day.
About timely so far.
About timely. Nanya no kwanya I mean nego for we say they say molusum be day. And I mean to be very honest, my main kase mu ntwam.
Yeah.
Me bompa yi bibia na nyame atie. Me usually bia na afeso ya na me ko mountains kakra. Me usually ho na ya me di me bronya. Me ko hye ho abompa kakra na bia mesi. Na fi mpa ya me bo nyina na se urade. Se the opposition go for kama na yi hu me de minim de wo mu. Na me mpa ya ba ko pe. Ma menya well position in opposition. And I think it's better because say you are buying bien who betimi so forever. And before say mre kwa ni ne de ni nka so. Let me say opposition de jam death sentence so. But I mean, it depends on how you say it.
Yes.
What I say,
it depends on how you have positioned yourself.
Exactly.
And prepared yourself.
Exactly. Yes. Me the best practice law. Until say, if you na bedo no I sharper with the law.
Exactly. When you
aside that, so normal ba could be will add more value to ourselves. I know they say be intimate van to radio. So they do me style no. But you say P. And I mean, if you mean sakwe ndipanya akwenya besumi, they be ameka say. I mean, baby, ana me pese me drew me nu ho de, but baby so ana me wono me ni ho.
Okay.
Indeed, I am not where I think or I think I ought to be.
Okay.
But I'm also not where I used to be. There has been growth. There has been improvement. Bribiano, me danyanko passe, at the president, na dan kwaso ase, and the minister for education. So no ma akwanya ye day.
Very well. But your number is 0550-567-929. 0550-567-929. And no any numbers are ye juba WhatsApp and a SMS. What the messages in the bar, you bet you are doing training na yakin kind edit amount. The Honorable Nicholas Amankwa, a member of Parliament for Amenfi East, he will join us shortly. And then we all come up with a conversation. Na yeni wedding combo. Na at the latter part of the show, may you may be a war Eastly gone. She enclave nimo na ensase nsema e koso won kran and we have told you at the beda so ye beka so bia nkonu krum ho na abehu say is legun asase obeso ade akwa na wakama yeti the level of cheating then the level of say yenhunu nipa nyi ne japade mfiri ne nsem no anope once again we'll talk about it because there's something happening a war is legun enclave but before that anope there is a statement about new appointment to the presidency. Baminkai and no Emauna Afeminshasi or question. So President John Dramani Mahama has made key appointments to the office of the president aimed at strengthening governance and enhancing operational efficiency. The new appointment reflects the president's commitment to effective leadership and responsive administration. One, Joyce Bauer, Mrs. Joyce Bauer Mokhtari, presidential advisor and special aide to the president. Stan Dogbe is also a deputy chief of staff in charge of operations. Nana Oyebampo Ado is a deputy chief of staff in charge of administration. Seth Emmanuel Tekwe, the former finance minister, is the presidential advisor on the economy. And the former finance minister, Seth Tekwe, a presidential advisor on the economy. He has been appointed by the president. Professor Francis Jodu is presidential advisor, National Anti-Corruption Program. Enti wanenso the portfolio of Mampenya Bonidin se omekremo enono. Larry Bevlo Latte, special envoy to the Alliance of the Sahelian States. Nana Ya Jantua, presidential staffer. Beatrice Anan is also a presidential staffer. Shamima Muslim is a deputy presidential spokesperson. And then Professor Kweku Danso Boafo is also appointed as cabinet secretary. And those are the list. 10 people are Wamo Eko Omampeyatina Akoye Jumaho. President Mahama expresses confidence that these appointees will bring their expertise and dedication to their respective roles, contributing to the progress and development of the nation. And it was signed by Felix Kwache Ofosu, spokesperson to the president. And that is the new appointment, Anopeyano Omampenyi Atinaye no etimi ede aba. Setekwe, very interesting, becoming the presidential advisor on the economy. And Shada Nyangwasa as a former finance minister. Enti Wanoho. Nanaya Jantua, even is the Nanaya Jantua I know, has now become a presidential staffer. PULC. Because yesterday. I
mean, I'm happy for her. No, I'm excited for her, and I'm wish no. Congratulations. So, say be on penny the way her my dear no. On this ordinance I day. Say communication na even though ACPP ni your baby and nam. Maybe oh, I'm not sure. Say na ya this year. You openly admit it. Okay. Unless, of course, obviously, who is so a CPP media. But I mean, there is no even qualms about it. So I Ghana ni. And President Mahama who say, "Ni nim dear, ebe here or mine na mum no there some." I mean, we can only wish her the best. I'm happy for her. Very well, but my chassis feel maybe how this year how the chassis because Andra vetting a crossover appointment committee, you know, the Minister of Education or Harun Idris Andra who said. Oh boss, why very busy? I will be saying a lot of questions about the appointment committee, you know, and just to warrant some responses. I was sharing him say to me about. But my main shot here with you. That means you for 10 minutes because he not yelling come on the appointment. Menu amedase. Say yes, come on. I say, make an say formally there. My main chair will be na a book so. Memfa enchiama abedwafo so ehia titru honorable anemia menua pani na afrempon zega woka nsemu todana we hwene sam say hey de bia so the fast bebre na mse dem kwa na ya wokan but the mood ti so wokan bebre ka ho na mse mechia etiefo ni ahwefo nyina so with regards to appointment I think say I mean let me start by saying say President Mahama Wayade Obonabaso in terms of the management of the optics.
Okay.
And then like I said, he's been able to manage it so well. And of course, when it comes to party reward and rewarding known party people and unknown party faces, he's gotten it so right. Now, make optics and I say, who's a winning election be a Boniface be goodwill.
Yeah.
Good rule no say opapa bia when you free amanfo near the elho because abrebia no so amanfo need to the incumbent government na na wo ho na ansa na waba o ebi o mo de abufo ni yaw na ye dey etu no na no na me wo GTV for bo one video clip on the 13th of January na video clip no ye opening kotokadoma na onoma ayekula na omo giving reasons why they omo ye cool no na osha reasons no boils down to economy and almost say leadership crisis no man for no lose faith with leadership and I'm say almost time no it looks like the same variables because we 66 one more two Dr. Nkrumah, it was literally the same thing and at the end of the day our challenges as a people as a country has always been systemic and the same. Political promises, political campaigns, and political leadership are try and attempt to say on which ma resolve. Now, Abribia and Koba, we lose like say 4 years or 8 year cycle there. Where they are maybe this year, the month from back as by the festival. But of course, after I said in your pet, beneficial food is see from now we see a Wessi. Would if a shows by from Wessi? Where the Magaze a quack there, MZ. Your teeth is on a headache. But of course, I mean, we can only learn from it.
Yes.
And the Biameka says so. When you lose an election, all assumptions are true. But before kind of say, you okay, Timana, am I the it's okay? And when that happens, yeah, now walk on you lose the goodwill.
Okay.
A man for no up pepano more man, usually it takes time and sign up pepana day. Abba. Jopepania ne could did the incumbent government near the okay 66 when Dr. Nkrumah was removed. Yes, ebinumukra ebose ema ne statue Ukraine de hoye mu de mbubui. But today me nyina manifi kakra onom say Dr. Nkrumah is arguably the best president this country has ever had. We'll give him that respect because country be on a forerunner. South Africa, Mandela, no more, but maybe in academic class, the people may have different opinion when you put empirical data on it to say whether or not is the best. But of course, in the light of national harmony, in respect there, he's arguably the best president that this country has ever had. Now, we move from where many sabre 2000 elections mo Kumase na menema na Kumase sa na sabre calendars be by Dr. Buckley. So okay na Dr. Buckley dan China omo former president Rollins Sato nchen one was one no muja sabre me se ye kan na ehu ni ade nyina just sabre te so ye ndisi ni ko ehu sem se we di mu bi se go fo de no muja no eso menyini ya manifi ya mbankran no. When it comes to disciplinary issues, almost say, President Rollins or her, Komana day, as a son.
Discipline.
Indeed, I mean, before the year, I say, Banchini, done a bad day, a better. We did our best, and I knew. So, but currently, the principal point I'm raising is the goodwill is with President Mahama. And I commend him, say, so far, there, what Tima managing optics in terms of, what I said, appointments of 60 ministers.
Yes.
The optics and the general management and the wired because it looks like it's a bit meeting 16. Okay. But the point is that we 16 regional ministers, one for deputies, now you 16 regional ministers, 60 appointees. I got 44. The constitution shall say over far more than half every parliament. Indeed, let's even hypothetically say 60% of 44 will give you around 26. Then as much as my meeting, the bigger problem is 26 year every 183 members of parliament. Very big problem.
But the MPs are not complaining.
No, are they? No, why you campaign? Ziga, what's not complaining? I said in America, why you campaign 8 years? Oh, party what's the opposition 8 years? I campaign 8 years. Where we are home common near you. We see a young room, maybe a baby woman and 7 baby boom a free June more. A binary settle interest, a test mouse day down. And in a Ghana for Yania, when you are actually Mutu, the BNP, the BNDC. I mean, they are no different Ghanaians. Yeah. A free June no qua. A form a fino, a binary assessor must settle as a member. They say the rich man, I want a baby woman. They say the one about me advocate Yamano, when the deputy minister, enough Fatano, when you be a Fatano, because what when you become a corner officer. So we. And was one my party for suggest.
But have you taken the notes? I mean, majority of the NDC. MP say host say no a new timers. I mean, as a new timer, no person be minister, person be deputy. The question is that in terms of governance, what will be your argument now? Would they be on board in that effect?
Oh, na nipa no a new time ultimate campaign the party by power. Na 2 minutes ultimate ingra. I don't think it's really about the person. For instance, if you look at the appointment of Obi Tse Papa Haruna Idriswa, I mean, he is not an education minister. Of course, in terms of the experience. The political experience and human management is number one. But largely, sector modern corner is completely different field for him. But I may trust the past will beat my day. Ayo. The setup is there. What the NSA, the technical people are advising you. And who got a buying on the policy directive for the other. Echo. Now what the NSA who manage human management. In the end, you'll be a bit my. And it doesn't matter, baby, I will free, but saw your first time and now saw on your first time. Hey, make I say, make call election was Santiachem. Ne do almost me akwara. And I'm say, hey, me che books gwa makuma 1 million cedis. Ma was happen na me akwara. Me cha appointment letters 40 na me akwara. Yen ko chapa me almost me akwara. What be that? Me pen muti say. Me pen muti say ma ba me bra.
More years ahead.
But I mean, I respect that decision. I mean, when the time is up, no
the people come for you.
Until my info free home. But the point is say, like I was saying. In terms of Din Ababa, of any say, Haruna Drusumo, education, Agbojanomo, Atofos and finance. But it also shows something party loyalty.
At the generation, right?
I mean, why are they? I think, say, people were just trying to do a comparison, so be able to give more opportunities to the youth and also become another discussion. But I don't think it's neither here nor there because anywhere anybody will hand a position to you just because you're a youth. You need to really work hard. You need to position yourself well and sign when your opportunity. When you do a break, okay, say Bobo Musa in Fina, not 2020. I made the Dumia. Enya baby say. Sanity. Now to now that was radio be akomo. I mean, people worked and deserved it.
Very well.
Number time is saying you.
Just 2 minutes now.
Oh, we didn't know. I'm saying 5 o'clock. As a mean to another memo.
We intro now.
About my main fence is also 2 minutes. We see the point is that may we share them well.
Okay.
May we show that point is well. I'm biased towards young people having opportunities in government. Or here, Obi said the Honorable Jinaposeya.
Yeah.
I mean, a young man initially required no energy experience. Or serve as a former deputy minister, or energy. And now today he's been substantive. Wakusunya energy hunoma today he's more or less as an expert there. And he mean shed any negative remarks beyond nipa yabo mudino. We just have to wish them the best. Just that like me indicate abribia when the government set off na interest endorse one. You know the expectations are higher. And aside the expectations they are higher no. You're building your mind to a stage. You're building strong systems and institutions.
Yeah.
I bet my show be and another maker say memua one enama ye confiscate state properties, state institutions to the extent says go the be about private properties so near admiral denina. You see, we can do the politics of it. So, when this is for now, they call you to order and those things, which we will do. I mean, when it comes to the mainstream politics, but you see, the bigger problem goes beyond a political party. The bigger problem is, say, as a country, we fail to build systems and institutions that give hope to the youth. And you look at party in class about 24-hour economy. Na be rotate be creating human mankofo nya bia ye ne money adema people run ships and other things that deep within he doesn't believe it because he knows that there are no systems and institutions to support him. And when him say wanko anko AG wanko 2M Express wanko offend say ECG no money ade anko pamon krofo a anko baby anshan ho be there be che no. And I don't blame the NDC entirely from it because yesterday time we had incidents of pockets of violence after post-elections, what I say. But the maker could say, we also need to build systems and institutions as a people. A bedroom maybe we will be able to serve political constituents. So the better expectations,
will be
met. Not only them, but give hope to the average Ghanaian. Say by a young person be any can say or forge documents and now to one papa say and and then crying also muku UK Canada. If you do a forensic audit any school no moko. It's just an opportunity so no papa and do we need to build such a society and such an environment. Say by say Juma Kra or Hokwa say Memu and be it gives everybody hope say or Chenebino in his own country his dreams can be realized. And yes sir, President Mahama Basso, he's been able to meet the optics, he's been able to appoint good people, he's been able to appoint nice people. Oh, me I mean you Frank Amako Hina, you're born regional minister. You're born doing all right. Yeah. But look at Santa Region. Expectation of it. You can't. What do you take it sector by sector? Ultimately meet expectations. They have party for new overwhelming endorsement from here and people like Haruna Nomo, Sedun Ketianomo, Julius Zebra Nomo, and Nebaku, all of them have future ambitions and other things. Acha third year when done it will now not be a collective interest again. Not for individual interest society asset in. And they are I feel now buying where they but I think all in all they've started well. The only problem one more inability to also condemn pockets of violence. I won't even say pockets because from 7th December, the only thing I can say pocket of violence. A recurring. I believe say another. Then can say leadership to a day because we say can't will be anchor one and then I better than Mugasia. I say now it becomes the first thing on the government. Now you have the good one think of people will be a bit mild and will not come so strong at you. By free June we will play the same thing back. And now there are other incidents about how it will become a very big blow for the government. But aside that, we wish them well.
We wish them well. Thank you. 37 minutes after 8. Your numbers now is 0550567 929 0550567 929. Now, what the white paint channel about. Honorable MP, Maakye.
Mr. Speaker, me Joso.
Congratulations. Na debi ana ni esi ade.
Mr. Speaker.
Ezo nantem ade.
Say adwuma ne so. Na be ni yenso a ka ho. Nti bibia be konoma.
We need a first time I share the
Sure.
I see.
Sure.
Congratulations. Constituency Muboko.
Oh, nyame adum bibia boko. Bibia boko. Men fees boko. Na so be da mose. One your able team nyina. Say abeni mama the biggest platform. Ma ye Ghana. Any especially my constituents no. Ye di enkomo. It must ye da mose. Nti na nse adwumaden ye na mo small platform mo de maye na Kessben platform so oba Amenfis constituency see the Ghana nyina age atum you so on fendi agro no think you call rounds to say me hu wo Kessben TV na you are making us proud submission was solid this one we want from you so better masi na menda the good people of Wasa Amenfi East na nanom the youth obi biasi so mo koso nya hotoso na mama makwenya se ejuma ye no ye nto aso enti Mr. Speaker
as a group of former MP nche why na beboa wo mo wa ho brase no different Asia politicians the bebro was it the second term ni but na ho brase ni too much. The second term.
And they say, what's a lobby now? Say there.
You're different feel by and say, no, what's a group of for Muma or a Buni and Pininche.
And can they know opposition?
Was the and can know?
They say now by 1% or so.
Was it?
1% say now by
my and you beyond your one nature. It's been observed by so I'll be watch anymore. All my the appointment President Mahama and party aye so far na afeyen to aso mfe ho eni nkomo na ye bisa se wo lobby bia na hefa ne yenka yemfe ya no ntumma
the Speaker menda wasibiem na menchia minia say me bana mitie no I mean say these are product one time ye buy me catch one MPP rep say product say na na do nyusumo
o patronizing me just go ask him na amanyoze be kakra say just go ask him
he's a few honest MPP people ameni omoshia as na obusani say ya sacking na any day now he was frank saying sacking no ono na yeah because say na o say o double track Ghana fo nyina say emboa education system no and I bind be about on also say you better see be ye few. So how then do you go now also son yes. So I like that part.
And this is principle, right?
Yes. Yeah. You've done very well on that part. The Speaker now menya akwanya say the amenchi amiria was some fima in it to kwam wasechim otoso mienu eni atrankonya. Mr. Speaker sisi no breach abo amenfi enyina fi say yade enyina teteto kwa mo sechi ni nuani mpon nana already oye ma senso a junior brother ware ne ba ofimu okwekura ye kan sa 7th of next month 1 week also nana all students association amens the only school also nana chairman intimifa akwanya iso the biggest platform invite you be say on me kan wasa men fi ho na ye nyina ye nsom yewura Mr. Speaker Mr. Speaker ma hwie ni sa no na chia na swing seat na is a stable me chia me national executive ne me regional executive yewura na toku da no na me constituency executive coordinators assembly members branches will be bia and I'm chairman Atochi the chairman of our party in the constituency. Mr. Speaker, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama owns politics as you rightly said no even over parliamentar either you being professor either you being doctor, whatever, I know you're a backbencher. And Mr. Speaker, no matter your level of education, your exposure, oba, a spirit in a war, a chamber on a foul. So it takes time for you to grow. And to your politics, sometimes no will fear now about contest here. See there now, a senior gas or economic suicide. Be a no musu and say be by age and now say life experience. But if you want an opportunity now, go bet me. That's always been the perception out there. Yes, movies you face a challenge in this. But Ushe Yura John Dramani Mahama, Oba in the second term, you know, your campaign queerness here presenting practically experienced politician, a driver with license in a Ghana photo, and one or display. No.
Okay.
Look at an appointment. See there now a senior okay. We share the quality of a product and this year display. We can mention them from the one I was starting here up to the Abedia Oguso Obeyen. Also, beyond the competent level, experience level, this is not the time I ever matramakwe. So you can mention Yerato Forcing. Fantastic. Name them, just name them. Ministers, but name them. Shendra, look at Vetnek also. Yera Gavin Abuja. Look at delivery, quality, technically. Who say he's fit to work
in that office.
Exactly. Look at Yera. What is it? Haruna Drusu. Fantastic. So a footballer, a common friend, a visitor player, utility player. Yes, exactly. Baby, look at delivery. Look at composure. Look at where Yera Eriko Poku. What's Yera Fenya Markin? Oye Bibi. Na ya otaye no chamber. Anytime be budget beba na ya mu debate ya Yera Eriko Poku so for agri sector.
Yeah.
So you know hiti cocoa board pe. Go back and watch the video. But say Yera Fenya Markin. Stop say no or prompt Yera he. Talk to your man. Andra almost 30 years and I'm saying no, he will do the same thing. Abrana former Greek minister. Now Obebusa the question. Yes. Enti the Ebeka say Ebeda Ghana Fuasi. Ewa akwenye omodi amaye. Nasa Yera Mahama Kano. Boshebi or share no obeshe so obedi so. It's not easy. Looking at the challenges confronting us. Who share road sector record now? Who call a cocoa sector? The backbone of this economy. Is the reason why Yera Fenya Markin now on pese Yera Eriko Poku be komono. Because since Aban before 2017, every single year cocoa board boka. Look at our cocoa rows. Come to my constituency, Mr. Speaker. Into share on my and another down Kwekufadu the Jaya. It is challenging, but with the experience of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and with the support of every single Ghanaian, I mean, I say, Senior is an honest politician. Say he wish us well. Say yeah, Papa say Bonio Waka. Ni pass the other kind of Yankopon day. It's ye. It's a Ghana phone in our share. Now what I do always say is say ye NDC for no. See the Mahama Kayano. Akwenya yenyano. See what you may be saying ye. Asa name your opposition a jumadin aye amenfi is nya ahotoso to abama me no wa ban aba no omo expect more nti eyese wonso ye omo hu say you are ready to deliver baby awunya bi no get to the people, explain to them baby aye do no Ghana fo hu bibi wo ye ho ti na omo de aba no nti minim some ministers here omo ko no they are not going to disappoint and the extraordinary say Mr. Speaker, MPP a buying co-position no. Who trust now analyze here? I must work on. Who trust now analyze here? What can mean take on? Who trust now analyze here? Me na what to Obama make on? Look at now seniors coming from the education. So ministry. Share free SHS. A buying fee so. Share chas. That's headmasters for no. Look at in some Moka. Meanwhile, they were facing challenges under Nanado's administration, but now it's difficult for them to come out to say it. It's not these people, they will keep their calm, but them really do they will vote against you. Into politics with our Maswono, and no more politics almost succeeding. Look at President Kufuor, look at late Professor Moss, look at even JJ. Now bio free military rule. No. So only Nipe Dilia, look at how humble now. Look at His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. She I don't know Oma inaugural what is it? Address no. Mr. Speaker, I'm say now what is JM doing? There's a time I saw hitting another. There's a time I saw exposing international bodies who say this is the economy one inheriting. But the way I recognize it, he took that platform as a national platform. He took that platform say assembly or krana yenkosi entoma en hatawa bonte if you manage it. So what I was saying is say so far so good. Fantastic appointments. And His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Diaba. I'm just saying one thing I want to say. First, I say appointment ba. Now constituency be sorry. Now region be sorry. Now within the party now where he doesn't qualify. On you say on TB it will be a appointment away so far. No? It means that to reset this country agenda, no, it is fully on course. And I mean, say collectively, no, you be Magana for any so.
With the exception of more party for almost almost abai na aba, enti o hwa ne abasi e mepa mo di wefu. Omo person dem rabe adwuma, right? Mr.
Speaker, I don't know it is wrong. And a young leader, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, unse wa condemn say yes say kosu yes sir. But sometimes when you come to Memphis constituency, sometimes it born out of pain. It born out of precedent.
But 2 wrongs doesn't make it right.
Exactly so. That's the reason why I started by saying the Omoyeni are wrong. Because me I was former DC 2016. When we lost the election 2016, all the kingpins in Memphis MPP, they came to my residence. It took a year military intervention.
I see.
Now me born here say my best summary. Now my buy fiso. Mo bibia, you have the document there. Next somebody attack me. My big boss. Even when I won 2020, my big boss cried. But come to Memphis now because of leadership. My boss was Memphis. This year, baso. The security na nanom. My party paying for be baso. Tichune NDC mebru was Memphis. This year say, Mr. Speaker. Big board in United States will be unfun and san can be idea. Because at the end of the day, the year no to Obama ye. Omo to Obama ye say puntu na MPP to me unfamano. Omomra na ede. Yemra na yema meye. Na ni nyina so na senior ka say you to know. Si emo mu hope they will not do that. Say anybody 100 ebi wa hope be ho. But you be an end run into one show baby. Look at my brother. Or into excavator renters. And I will say our area is a mining community. You work community mining near Kessben. And all the machine are currency. You know, the NMC, almost koko pick your no kwa site our 10 excavators, no more pick your no kwa there. It took intervention of big men. Yes, I'm komo koshino. Now we've also won power. Monsumu will be among call for the ejuma. So it doesn't mean say mesumu kochimo and questionana. You don't do that. You don't build a society like that. But Mr. Speaker, any NDC fire. Your leadership will condemn no. Yen hwe so china before me ma yen yedin. Because yeti kromo edu baby ma yera John Dramani Mahama ye ko 2016 election ye ko especially 2016 election. Na yes yera Mahama de sebe or your bronsam. Look at but not that was the beauty of democracy. So because me only say as a politically exposed person no any day anytime no I see to me criticize but na say can constructively. But we share yes see one nanado administration here. Why am I criticizing? Why am I kasa? And I find say nanado there okoka they will come after you. Nanado there oh civil servant now okoka you be post to work to be a home partner. No, where we are going as a country.
Now see for mama me.
And no ma bia ye be ya enye no. Menji say yes so esi ekoyesa. Name let's all rally behind the leadership of the party. Now His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Minister Seba, MP Seba, as you were saying, Yera Mahama Bekoso, you be kind in the issue of Ghana politics. Say, obi I had to about when you 183 ministers. Now, Ukoyi, what is it? Ministers, as senior was saying,
was obey 60.
Where is 60? What the regional ministers, FIMA? 44.
26 out of 183.
Yes.
MPs 26 best. And the Benya position.
It's all show. MPs this is our constituency. Obiara say, see the Onoaka. We call Benya minister, no the Abane. But, or say, for the sake of the country, ni baby I want. It's not about the quantity. It's about quality because now that the 123 buy and then now all inflation no say dollar to CD no say your total debt as a country no say unemployment rate no say in the Australia say na ye nyambre ye no MP before mumma ye Ramaham bre na there the 8 years I say no it will take time.
Yeah, the first all the
before
Kwame Gisu. Nyamia to Maraka just that abranti ne MP ne me konto kwa but so
MP ne o konto.
MP asante current MP.
Yes, madam for pa no.
Okay.
Kwa kasi mi nani anyo ho but ame na me boa na me boa no pa timo kachu
na allegiance to the NDC no?
Alliance.
Yeah. I said it on United Showbiz that it's a political suicide but him is one chance or control there TV or Facebook. It was directed to me, meaning says I don't know, yeah. But I didn't know because my boy be a campaign because Appiah Kubi the number see too. Because you two Appiah Kubi, I'm telling you. I came to Santiachim, I go me a campaign, we could transfer me a campaign to Appiah Kubi because of Napo. As more kind, you understand? And when your opportunity. So if we are telling you something that say, Kwame, a Hoya Ashanti region, you get me? When you swing region, when you swing,
the seat is not even a swing seat.
And you swing seat. So you play your political cards well. So in order for you to go, I mean, person, I blame somebody a best side. Nana, I drunk.
Yeah, any dear man, Buami. Why is it political suicide? I say. Also, okay,
let me. Okay, before I say my.
Oh,
my main jari. Mami fa A+. Mini A+. At the started. A+. Baby or NPCC ano. Never ye NPP seat. You understand?
One home.
Nipa no honey a deputy interior minister. Na ya. And a honey a shrink. You understand? NDC we need that, NPP we need that. Now, A+ here say or starting a campaign. The branch executive of National Democratic Congress. Amoho Kwame. Eko catch a campaign at my A+. And omo catch NDC for omo say omo kotwa ba farmer A+. Just my make you. No parliamentary candidate in your vibrant. You remember that story? Among parliamentary candidate, no, on your vibrant. It was farmer A+. Then, based on the NDC constitution, the NDC sanctioned the branch executives and the constituency executives. Amokoye side no openly, Amokoye side no radio television. They were sanctioned, but their sanction should have been 8 months and 10 months. But they were given just 2 months. You understand? That is one factor. And an A+ higher campaign, anyone winning at the expense of NDC and NPP. And what called parliament? It was called parliament, you know. Was I'm going to work with NDC. Wise. It's a wise decision. You know why? Because the branch executive there, Nwakasa, was waiting for A+. The NDC fund was waiting for A+. And before the election, A+ was taking pictures with President Mahama. You understand? The hierarchy of National Democratic Congress.
With MPP.
Yes.
It was an open thing.
Taking pictures and all that to woo their constituency. Even the NDC people are supporting me. President Mahama did not even watch. Say the guy is contesting against our candidate, but he was warm with A+. No, the Bible team for sure. I don't know what who got to about their money too. The A+ no align itself or to work with NDC. No. In the next election, the NDC, in order to prevent NPP to take back the seat, can say that we wouldn't fill the candidate there.
You want to go with A+.
Yes. So they will whip all their supporters to go and vote for A+. That is 1. 2. The NDC constitution says that before you can become a parliamentary candidate, if you join the party, you have 2 years. Now they will go for primaries in 2027. We are in 2025. A+ can take a card today. But at that time, you better primaries. No, are ripe enough to contest, which you will win. I'm telling you, you win. So A+ decision is wise. I'm not saying that wise, but you see, what you take Asante Achim the American.
Yes.
A honey NPP stronghold. Just by making you. And President Tesida say Joe Wise was an NPP person. He rebelled from the party, stood as an independent. He won and aligned himself with NPP, even in opposition. So the bitchy. And to 2 years' time, and I'm granting amnesty demand. Obiti said, Oferu Kragu took it to NPP, lost, decided to go independent again. What to be a winning? You get me? You take Akan constituency, Rashid Bawa. Rashid Bawa went independent. He won. This aligned himself with NPP and lost the election, the following election. Why? Because that place is an NDC stronghold. And the city is NDC stronghold. So what I'm saying is a 1 year NDC NPP stronghold Asante Achim North. And the one winning election. So winning election, though you campaign say baby the boy win the piano, Oko parliamentary in Bayaduma. Which has my make do win the piano, Oko which the research about NDC will win over Wembley. So maybe he was hiding behind that fact. That one is there. So the place near NPP stronghold. It will call you know. Now can be expected to say you write to the Speaker of Parliament say I'm going to align myself with NDC but publicly me pese be about thing. That is one. Even if the NPP people bring it out. Let's say everyone know am be can and your problem. That is politics. One casano a problem.
Yes, I don't know it's on a personal interest, but I'm also asking the questions, Gozi. I mean, the person campaign as an independent candidate, okay?
Told him said the more can when I'm free there.
It's all contested.
Big stakeholder.
Then you contested.
So you come in now. Maybe
I also contested.
One of a development for the crop, okay? Or consider baby development between every which is the NDC. So if at the end of the day, we're campaigning on the fact to say maybe Buamu Mpuntu Aba. I mean, what is so wrong with it? Because the end result is that ABI he does not even wish to be MP forever. ABI 1 term, 2 terms.
Yes.
But the question is so me, how will he be able to fulfill the promises, sir? Or
because yes, very good. Meme the say ABI no person 1 time MP. It is about 1 time MP there and your problem. But opese or cementing the political career and move on. It was a political suicide. You don't need to align yourself with the government in power to foster development to your constituency. I'm telling you.
Why not?
You do.
You do.
Now
you are a member of parliament.
Politics
you will not only finance project from your own pocket.
Yes, I know. I know. But go to parliament. Why now catch we say Obiako parliament? Because Obia is entitled to a development. It's not only the government in power. They may have the favoritism, but it doesn't work in that way.
Yeah, but we know the kind of politics.
Honorable Trasi. Meti Hamina who's too honorable. Are you coming so mummy can you find soundbite? 1 year analysis be project why over 50 projects off head. He did it in opposition. Ebina mediye way, without repeating. I was writing it here.
But he was a member of parliament.
Yes,
there was something coming to him from central government. Your friend a common fund.
Oh, forget about common fund. Don't get common fund.
I'm saying, sir.
Papa we wire. Common fund into me. Yes, I don't know.
I'm saying, sir, as a member of parliament, the development must come from somewhere.
Yeah.
Ono ankasa no chihono. Ono so be agree to. Even though our opposition, yes, but there are certain people.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That even now when you're parliamentarian, you are able to do some projects in your constituency. Now that you are member of parliament,
But you see, let's take this you from Nkofo say Nkofo you say we opposition parliamentarian, you cannot bring development and
no, we haven't said
that. We should rule that out. We should rule that out.
You can't totally rule out. You got just a second.
Mami hit okay.
Seconds.
The okay, you know,
so mami hit
me back question because I know we taking leave of us.
Yes. Mami hit
seconds no say. In opposition, you can't perform as a wabai also.
Okay.
No matter your stature, no matter
your position in government down.
Only exceptional cases. Like we are on Abu Harin and Dusu, no more do level be. But say ordinary or your first timer, even second timer now on your own position where because central government look at this year maybe road be a me pushy ya me buy no. Omanje and they are let me on a person. The contractors will be moving to my place next week.
Okay.
But me pushing me buy now. Share you better about Mako pushing for electrification project. Ebe ba na akwesi parliamentary candidate. That's the politics you have in Ghana.
But the bottom line is Asaba.
Abba.
Abba did not come in his name.
But he challenged. He challenged and then didn't battle. I listened to him or Asempa. He said it here. He challenged. He brought it.
Question is, was he able to push it even?
Yes, and it came.
Yes,
that's it.
But that's me back question now.
On that issue,
wrapping up. Baby, me name's issue when you can be there. No, you are.
Oh, interest.
Oh,
but so you
because MPP funded the Bay agenda.
No, I think say
how the meeting all the Bay agenda and it's a propaganda to say Akwani and Kase what the man or qua or near NPDC for
the nation to say Obaba development beer Emma or area of when I will say it's not about political party again. Exactly. It's about who can do it.
Exactly. Who can lobby?
Who can lobby? And of which under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, he's going to deliver.
I see. Because he might be
on winner and also making me submission again, addressing everything.
Make your own submission.
The campaign has started.
How many minutes?
2027 campaign has started.
What I will come baby do the committee was
about 45 seconds.
Maybe I'm coming to I for the train.
The campaign has started.
Video for 5 minutes on this.
As I said, my main and starting free her. As my main ziga at the bar board. I mean, sometimes it may not be the topic, but akwafa ho. First of all, no. Me MP no. Na medical ka say me bona baso.
Kessben.
And ye say baby me gine bia no me MP no.
Yeah.
Na say the music am wish all the best. Perifo so obi pekwan akoboko toko ye dey e bona ye na bro. And this is what corner empowered in Puncho Bar. I'm sure the interest of the people, first of all, the first interest I will be able to is development rather than where it came from. That is the first thing will be able to send me mua makoma ha. It me for mojuma. And now no market second so can so be university.
Also be invest your more.
I mean those are the honorable normal submission. Also busy investing.
Also no more invest your more.
Me kind your kind. Also busy investing. Also busy factory no money ade. Ha. Ni nyina na Nyankopon boa na timi be ma. Sabio enye ne kromfo nkwa na benya ho adodode ni bi. Minua no money ade nyina obi a betime ye de enye bi.
Okay.
Ndi ade a enye nyina okona e bankwa ade de mpai boy de etanachi. But beyond the developmental, I mean, perspective, no, beyond the developmental perspective, we also have to admit the realities. My friend is objective realities. There are some objective realities that you cannot run away from it. Sebi bro, untimi share papa we enim kan chenze to you there. Uhunziga otia na nim tuntum kama ozo ye broni. That will be say all that ho. Me di me hwe kan chenze to you me dey me hu so your ba. Be ma na oye dey oti wono. And so there are objective realities that no matter what in your political environment and the politics that we do. I nim say in a lot of cases, you know, particularly the ordinary path and the ordinary dynamic, you know, it take a certain vessel and say what me be even the member of parliament to cross and occupy development you cannot rule out some and yourself who asema ye can. Among yourself asema ye can. There are only two sides of the coin. all over the world sebi eburu nipa kwa na adwen adwuma no onyina kwan finfin because nim se ka be de ebetima bono ye manyo sama ye bi okwa America the Republicans and the Democrats over Ghana MPP and the NDC but there can be some circumstances dynamics no will not follow a normal pattern and no be see here dey within that context there every decision that he made and of course he's an adult me mean na hanya dey e mark any decision but as I sit here and there so far as I'm concerned maybe MPP need the Asante Achim North is an orphan constituency end of story nipa wo ho MPP for adafofro bia na e boye ho minim kura minim say about 12 executives campaigning man 12 MPP executives campaigning man all of them believes and indeed on many platforms he don't deny say even he supported and Appiah Kubi the former MP as he Kessben nominee adini na oye dey oboy ya ba ya adwa na dey to aban beyond say no independent a lot of people felt to say bia MP for one corner was also for the fact that people also felt that he was one of us. Asante Achim North Assembly ye kan onye gasauto. Ti asema ye kan yo Asante Achim North Assembly ye kan ye gasauto. And ye de empire time na chi.
People believe say I mean even though or co-independent but I mean what tilted towards the NPP kakra. That perception is
I am saying say Ziga yeah be call contest. O ka say me no di nkomo say Okura ka say one here obeba because he was tipped to join the race na na door so dodo he prime minister here ko no ko beba bi na na door so dodo anem so otwe no ho say ya door so dia mo ma tuni zika nya dai engu yes enti na ya obi a ye no de na ehun nsi nipa no of course it's up to him to come and exclaim say na enye ye dai ni nipa no but you see in sao ya agro ya di.
But they say the Chelsea Munipa.
Oh, Debbie Yagwe, you didn't make a choice.
Because he's working with the NDC.
No, I am telling you, sir.
No, I'm saying it's because he's a member of parliament now, and he has said, only NDC be Juma Bomuntino. Does that mean, sir?
And I make a choice. And I make a choice, say. Make a choice that the objective realities. Say me to me when you can't just say who's all your bar. Agro Yedi. President Mahama so serve Ghana for nyina meboa. Nti en make make say President Mahama or tilted towards MPP. He will be upset to do that. What I say? Adibi wa hu za ha na ye dey ejina. Ya grade dey either say Bankuma na say dey. Nifa. And this all ha. So far as me are concerned there, you sit in your fan seat.
Now what would be with the minority and be so attractive for him? Say as a first timer and an independent MP Awaba Parliament, on any the minority caucus in working with them. I mean, then I will bet me attracted the
me say decision making. Me say decision making. Me say me do. Oh, all of me say me say decision making. Me dey me do. Me baby me jande me dey papa. And also hobesesa. What is me say no. Oh, hold position in trust. You can't be holding me in trust. Make us for me. And the party for the bed be decided. So no more decide that. Name say no say you can't who but Mamma Casamancho. One more mo dear bufu a to aba. So Ektia MPP near the no amount to 4 years time bufu ni hobby. The answer Casade a bull council. A hombrase council. You know Munina Becasana de Yaka and why they abomu. Who are now your Jumo why year or say 7 years in your contract staff. And the other employer permanent. Into 7 years in the Bosumi amount 2,500, 3,000. In the employer permanent, I own control. Say I be 3,000 was higher than Kebu. It is another 4 years now, but say 3,000. Na ya na send it. One now send school placement mark was equatia when demand. As so send national service, I mean, TV Ramana amount. I was the school placement amount, it be our own cotton. 4 years to come, the big one. Those are the realities that we cannot run away from. What I say, and you po in opposition there is unity. Because I will come to be and the media minimum say Asante Achim. You be care wabum as MPP. You near who be dim come. The SCB the better ho. Na afi ya bet together. Near bet together there. You the enemy say. No, but it's an MPP seat. What is most important? They say we'll go for primaries. Yeah, it's an
NPP seat, but Abato we must tell you the dynamics be brasisa. It depends also on the capabilities of MP or no betina hosts here. The promises or demand Crawford. If he is also able to deliver, I presume Sen Crawford is be ahwe na dwuma a waye de susu
I think
NPP kura mu in the past no they almost wetimi enya in terms of development.
I think the context is very important in everything. Say offer sa battle the results of that election way as a yardstick. Now the make analysis where you may get it wrong altogether. There is an election who compare will be party election MPP by 2 years in the previous election having about 6.7 million, then dropping over 2.4 million votes. It can be organic. And the way when researchers never catch us say too skilled, they are outlier. What do you mean based on we say, oh, say 2020 I buy a 2 year. Then if we have to go by extension of your logic, and this is a bit 44 in 2024, then MPP also get about 200 something.
What I'm saying is
depending on what we do.
What I'm saying is that the person has won the seat, right? You are saying say a NPP seat. That is fine. That is a fact because per electoral records and data, that is a safe seat for the new party. Yes. No two ways about it. But I'm saying say it will also not be on the silver platter because nipa no no so abeji seat this is here. So can be between microphone.
I am telling you say.
They promises
Ziga was there. Ziga was there. You see, I don't want to get personal at anything, but you see in Asante Achemno, the collaboration. So more honorable. It has nothing to do with that. No, it has nothing to do with that. I don't want to sound. I say honorable and the Appiah Kubi. You say we're free.
Yeah.
And I also have to be fair with him and show him that respect. Yeah. But there was more of say, it doesn't matter who is coming.
Okay.
That was the Ziga now. It has nothing to do with.
He was there to campaign. He has said it.
Assembly Asante Achimtiu. Assembly you know. Yempen DC. Asante Achimna say yempen DC. Nemum obia enkomo obia di ni say yenyi honorable and Appiah Kubi nyade. Enfanisi form. Enfanisi che
because of
Canada.
No, I don't want to go into that. I feel say
public.
No, I'm in a very difficult situation. Because obia different opinions and views to that, especially with hindsight of information I'm here them. But I am saying say what do you mean based on electoral outcome, particularly in Asante Achemno, to make a hasty conclusion? Say it has more to do with the capacity of everyone. It has more to do with say any pana MPP are present or no day MP. Yes, we am got to NDC. Till one more MP NDC. Yeah, I am got to NDC.
On the NDC yet then cry.
Then the one to man. Well, you're there. Say Naka to start. Yeah, the MPP winning. As a man, I come. Naka to start. And oh, Mammy Fancy, the MD saying, I say, yeah, dear, you back here, Wabum. Now, you back here, Wabum, you protect your seat. That for me is the most important thing. It doesn't mean so, he no problem. Yeah, he's an adult. The decision will make it, you know. I'm sure Serbia will make it several consultations. The only thing is, I say, me who's or children say too much. Me take a decision, Ziga. Now me who say it's right decision. I don't owe anybody explanation. End of story. Say me care na Ziga can't want say now. After all, me not taking me decision. I don't care. But aside that, they wish him all the best. Next election, I'm sure we'll meet him. Then we'll take our seats.
But that's it. 9:15. But main kind messages in Libya about this one says that good morning, Mr. Speaker. I'm from Obuasi. Please tell the NDC leaders that the messages they told their superiors in Obuasi during the electioneering campaign is what the constituency executives and the party people have implemented. They are a factor to the reason why what happened at Obuasi happened. Thank you for a message. This one says that good morning, Mr. Speaker. Thank you for your good work for Mother Ghana. Please, since you have a former PRO to GES in your studio, can you help us clear the minds of the GES graduate recruitment, which is turning into a nightmare for most of us? Thank you. This one says that, good morning, Speaker. Please ask the police service, IGP in particular, that when two people want to know what they are doing about the incident that happened when the NDC Metro men attacked and beat up the police commander from their police station. Thank you for a message. Greetings from Odikru, my MP, Honorable Nicholas. You are doing great. We are watching you live from a year Wasa the Ruampong, right? Honorable Minyadini Wasa the Ruampong. in Amenfi is humble leader ever. Thank you. Speaker, good morning. Tell the former Education Ministry spokesperson that the university graduates are very disappointed in him and his ministry for using our recruitment as political walkway. The university graduate will never forgive the Honorable Educhum for not posting us to respective places. Peter Sambo sends that one from Bekwai in Ashanti. Peter, thank you. Good morning, Mr. Speaker. I admire you and how you educate the public on national issues and articulately you ask your questions. Keep it up. Bafwe God, so he sends in that one. Bafwe, thank you. Good morning, Speaker. Tell the NPP man to stop talking from pain. He does not have the moral capacity to criticize anything. That's what I'm criticizing. TJ, who do every Kaswa Zongo the buy TJ. Thank you for a message. Where's a good morning, Speaker? My name is Isaac Fianco in Ahanta West constituency in the Western region. I finished my diploma in 2022 and I want to find out when exactly is the no fees stream policy starting, because I want to go to school and have my bachelor's degree. Thank you. First budget, you'll get to understand. DJ Umale, anyway, you will go. So I say, look at Mohammed's appointment so far shows a leader who rewards hard work and loyalty. By this time, 2017, family and friends abroad were brought home to take appointment, neglecting the party foot soldiers. The NDC has shown the way for political appointment. Thank you for your message. This one says that, good morning, Speaker. Please, you promised us last week to find out from Dr. Eric in Cancer and GES when the appointment letters will be released after the pending consideration status. Please, we are still coming and calling on you to do so. Our responses to that. We'll free office in the Munche, and he will tell you more about that. Good morning, Speaker. God bless you and your team. Solid discussions on your network this morning. I'm grateful for your time. 19 after 9. My member so now me say enkomana ye di owo ho asem ka ma minti o just about 5 minutes na ubeka eye oboase de nso kakra na yemfa wrap up na memra na afempo
yo gawe that na o come constituency say board the GPRTU for omo glue to the asset omo hwe no gidigidi
e ma menchi aboard omo ye heavy pa na no ayekọ ya ayekọkun galamsin tokọ ne ye ba anadwo na ye tie be say wo board ye omo boaye pa e de call run about ne so hwa otra na wo fast nkrigo akwan ne so a obehu say pub bi wo ho e ho ye my favorite joint pa e we nim hwa
sorry that be so on right
o say the over witness for me who na be aware
Speaker, this your boss, you know. Obi asi dia mekan you know. Enya dia baby aye do na CS so. Na ye to abawi a yesi obi fum kuma ye fum ndwa. Ti na wo hwe yewura ya mi mo ko nyina na. O se menra mi twem basis o ma hyehye ni si kromu ne ade no. Ni nyina no enye. Ba de hwe se obi aye bone obi fum kuma obi mfum ndwa. Ni hwe se be ma mra be ye adwuma. Na youth ne so no. Me se panyi pia no wa okoka se ye to abawi a obi enko take over obi adwuma. The era John Dramani Mahama bosha wo share ne say ye to abawi a obi create employment opportunities. 24-hour economy alone can take care of several unemployed youths in the system.
Okay.
Women's bank, yami dominant women's bank ye ba, it can take care of several unemployment situation in the country. And our youth training ni ade be brain se be so bienya botre ni Ewura Mahama bosha share no obedi so no so MPP for mo share chiro mo kasa no say NDC for promise I promise you busa say Ewura nanka Bruce Mr. Speaker so okay na nanka Bruce Flaster House police ni awa share ne tade ye to abawie na MPP vigilantes ko train not ten ne tade I have the video here. I was watching it. Na ya de enye. Nti yen so. Ti de si enu an enya, de si ene no enye. Ya to abawie. Yen hwe se. yɛnhwɛ sɛ deɛ Ghanafoɔ expected from you know yɛwura John Dramani Mahama hyɛse a wahyɛ aseɛ no ɔde bɛkɔ awieyɛ pa ma yɛmfa soɔ ama yɛ nyinaa na Mr. Speaker asante akyem nkɔmmɔ no deɛ na mepɛ sɛ me fio na nka akwanyɛ banka meka Memphis asɛm but na mepɛ sɛ yɛhu ne sɛ politics ne yɛka sɛ ha yɛ obi stronghold we have constituencies bi a senior ka K2 South near the and we can't do away with that. But constituency obi independent candidate every new it tells you say independent candidates no or ye juma year see the kind or promise amount for me tell so promises so besi invest me yam shame we go na me to say ya ban no so besi dia and so no an so besi dia but what she born na otumi sia me say based on that no me say asante for number 2 Abaman because na nado down kwa kufa about 8 years maybe I want to me and sister Mr. Speaker Memphis yenimu no since the year 2000 from 92 to 2000 now in this year we need presidential vote order but about 2020 Yera John Dramani Mahama won with almost 5,000 difference Ameminya 7,000 difference this time around Yera John Dramani Mahama won with almost 10,000 difference once I mean almost presidential. The reason being that, and that constituency, the constituency of the current Kokobo CEO.
Yes, Swing constituency.
Swing constituency is a constituency of the first regional vice chair of MPP. I am himself, I'm a fit trainer, I'm a physio swing. But I'm not funny who say, and this year by electrification projects also. Get fund schools also, roads also, insure also, among Fonya Jumaye. Mr. Speaker, Sisiano, the good people of Memphis expect say, a Francia Quine, Naka under MPP to me, yen to me as part of Coco Rus. Having a Kokobo CEO for 8 years. It's the expecting Ramahama, CMA. Yamia Dominion who are denied to me. Dude, Obibet catch me say, ahana we fi into about 2 Obama MPP ana no Mr. Speaker see the America a Francia e dey cause san kwan kokohwefo ani kohwe me na me ko high grade a reshape na drip be o mo so as you speak contractor be hit the grounds within this quarter you be reshaping regraveling baby all the bitumi be go so when this is done it's going to increase the vote of homeboy. Asunia Bridge, the expectancy about fixing. Wase Kropon Memphis no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama or promise Obama a good rose or you be rewarding. Or can say Obama a nursing train of fortune so you be say obey Ediamaye. Could you Wase Kropon market? Mr. Speaker, MPP administration old market operator bubuno. Omo de mana kogunsuo. A man mpo no more financial temporal structures. The expectancy about more befitting market. Yet to me, I had about my vote. So I don't believe in politics. Where do you free here? Where do you hand or to Obama or your party? No, now no. Ghana na betias say a development. So your development a chase case MPP strategy in India and come on Janko be a parliament. And looking at 183 members of parliament, Mr. Speaker. It wasn't a fluke. It was by Yera John Dramani Mahama NDC track record. So comparing Yera John Dramani Mahama to Yera Bawumia, so Obano, Greater Accra, I didn't say I win seats. It was about economy.
Okay.
The business class.
Kessben.
Oba, what was the dollar rate?
Who is nipa ne perform here obeti me
sustaining yen function say aha de aye de beto ama me what do we and you say nipa na no feel perform here beto ama my school that's my senior secondary school that's the only secondary school in Ghana yene park Mr. Speaker
we the games
the games some games or some call outside the school premises. And then a master simple to me control. So being an old student, Mr. Speaker, I sit on this big platform, say, I have to get them back, and I'll get them back.
Okay.
Now, homeboy, I better than to my homeboy.
Oh.
Mr. Speaker, 6 months as DC na ye gu akwan. So the people know say Kessben. You're John Dramani Mahama ba. See the homeboy ko kan ho a obeye. Mr. Speaker, anuraga kwan. A road in the center of Wasakropon, the municipal capital. Go and see. Maakye assembly for say almost every 2 days. Almost just say water bazano. Almost the water, baby momo, fuel and everything. No, I'm ready to take care of. You who amount for so best support. To see a good coin so. No more can a coin be a greater crowd.
Yeah, I'm a
summon. Dust. So, mama, any people for say, yeah, the party nana, party in a good. And look at you, they said, oh, share appointment there by you, Ramahamo, our party for all our do friends and family, all our do cronies. And see, another also Kotama so.
I don't say I'm on yourself. Me buy and me who say Monster Tilly. And me Cassat say, I mean, ordinary citizen.
It was a pretty
I say I'm on yourself. Matasi
pretty. No, share.
Me Bagato was a Montre, me batten. Oh boy. Me who photo them so, Papa dear. Oh, yeah, Boko. Oh, no better Boko, we are not their womb.
And I'm enemy. Mr. Speaker, the best mechanism, my only beer, Oman for whom mobo, and your mobile no more.
Okay.
And find so I want to seek a Yansabi. Sebra Bessumo mono. Don't take them for granted.
Okay.
And share party if you move back. Because first and not party but first. Sisi there on many development but before. Yes, before party. Look at Ashanti region. Can somebody sit here and tell me say Omo to Obama NDC keke? No. The business environment, you know, they were suffering. A bit they say Obibini black man. When they met, when Yura Baumia met the business class, he was bold to tell Yura Baumia in his face, say, electricity bill to me to ya. Najuma gu. Ashanti region, Shorotun for Ejijila la Sulala, and all the Akko renovate a hospital facility. Agenda 111, na to buy. Parliament Bekache say 3 na you ready for commission. Once they were saying, say, Omo Riebe, Yura Mahama didn't promise Agenda 111, but you and I know, say, go and see edifice called Ridge Correct, call Legon Kokoshe, call various hospitals also see here. Na yetime na ye build this statue. Abroad environment na statue ni sinu kura no ekwan nye.
Okay.
Enti Mr. Speaker, the American say young politicians nye hu say ye to abama ya. Ye be ye de emanfo ne pe. Na ye say be free party we enti na ye de ye be to amame no. Minim say sa de na ye dey etwem. Na the good people of Memphis so me koso na Mr. Speaker, me no ma say.
But that's because it's all so konji. Mami nti 1 minute ni wrap here.
No, 1 minute means me nkoi.
Onkoi.
Say minimum time. Oh, about time.
Chebe pon me time aswa this. Go be 15 minutes na mapon.
15 minutes, mama want to say. Mami nyame presentation bro.
Enti mama. Mami mrezi.
Ziga.
Na mami nti
Just 5 minutes. Yeah,
the
you see
10 minutes.
Emra. BBC or Parliament. Now, everybody say honorable TRC. Honorable, sorry for the left.
Oh no.
Honorable TRC. Honorable Kwesi Kwati. Kwame. Last week, Maakye was say, since we are resetting this country, say vetting committee so be appear before the vetting committee. Let's say the person is a propagandist. We can't throw, and that's what can't throw be done what me substantiate before the vetting committee, and that person should be dropped. Because we want to reset this country to get honest people to rule us. And I set the example of Madam Comfort Ama Binwadu. I believe Okwaka said President Ayi Nanado Dan Kwakufadu Edili Cocaine. Now ye vetting as a regional minister, Ama Central Region. Went me a substantiate or patch or vetting. Uti bless there. Victor Smith as a President Kofa Kwakoye oil DBO Kuwait. I'm a $5 billion. Untimintia. And ya you were 4 billion, I can 1.5 billion. When you see Kempia, when Timia stop the shitty and ya the Emra, a DBC or Parliament. Honorable Haruna Idris.
Yeah.
Every single member on the committee said that he's a very honest person. Now I was saying Kwame, including Afenyo Maakye. And even Mama Pat, Madame Patricia Pejay said that this is my honest son. Me ba
Kwame obi afantu no ho politics nye buga politics nye de obeye de obeka ama o manfo apawasem ena bamba adu akodru baby if you are honest Kwame edu bedru eche I will see gumianra Honorable Haruna Idris she mameka sadi we fanche new patriotic party for I took my time to watch every single vetting yesterday na BBC minim se ne wadu nkomo owura Kwame Agbaja enra ye vetting and this 11,000 kilometers of roads of new patriotic party. When the legendary campaign was at peak, there was a book that was compile almost 11,000 kilometers of roads. And the man said that no, since 2017 to now, 673 kilometers and 11,000. Kwame, the difference is 10,327. Yeah, NPP from contended sadden. That data, Kwame. Omo contended that data.
Kessben.
This shouldn't come from the parliamentary caucus, but the national executives omo contended that data. So omo contending say Agbaja boa. Omo kanche omo parliamentarians no. Omo committee no say omo timi approve akwana yi no omo twe omo. Na the majority side na approve. Nyemo so omo contending say the Honorable Kwame Appiah Kubi Kwame, whoever put this in the book to deceive Ghanaians and people for sanction, because we cannot continue like this.
Me too.
Do you know the danger here?
Kessben.
The danger here is that one share the free senior high school near CDPA 4.57 million and are benefiting. Who said it was in contention? Per the calculation, I'm a rank Clementa Park. Ababekache said the figure is wrong. Judging from the academic year, no joining now show the number of people that went to free senior high school since 2007. Now it was wrong.
Yeah.
So some contended Sadio will say next Kwame and then the cry and Kofobeka said the name of Kadina and the then the party to sanction that people because who kind NPP constitution now Article 3 was the membership. Who kind D clause 1 was he protect and promote the good name of the party. That is one. When you read Article 7 of NPP Constitution, was a misconduct, II, was a falsification of reports, account or expense claims or other fraudulent conduct against the laws of NPP. VI, bringing the name of the party into disrepute and public ridicule. Obi onono babeye vet Kwame. I would be so tantra. You bet me deny. A blessida would bless. Such a person, your confidence, a catcher will say, for 11,000 roads now, they catch them, and then the crack. Not challenging Akwaye who woman to be money mu ye. Kwame. Yes. Woman to be my
minority for no and
just Kwame.
The ama I interest in crying say, yeah, Jesus Christ, yeah, the subcommittee. The subcommittee ranking no or no what I mean sector na ye they work on the neighbor my baby questions. So
yes
members need be to me but
yes
Dr. Duchum was there putting all the questions
yes
to Haruna.
Because Emra say the reason why Brother Champa was there was because of Agric
yes
Ernest Opoku.
Exactly.
You get me? So Kwame, who did this? When the yes I will say so it is about NPP and the ministerial appointment of Honorable Kwame Appiah. Messi omo investigate sadi way. Otu for catch rom. Emre bi omo ma Dr. Baumia Goofy big time. I was State of a Nation address. Okika project bia na MMDC phobia omo bon an omo nya adwuma. Edisu ya abra na omo boa. Document no me refi. Ebisebe office. Omo chotro de man say na omo boa. Ah, papa ni Goofy big time. Otu for catch na na do say. Si ebeka obeka so ma yade na. One kasa see from the kwahe, say the cry na sanya the cry. Because Kwame is too embarrassing. 10,327 roads, kilometers of roads. How na do su can be maybe our joy. On about yana person kwatiana me kasa say. I mean few roads which was captured in the Green Book, that sent them to opposition. Because there may be people want that. And then you captured the Green Book, but you come here and you crack. And 11,000 of Rose Yayek. Yapopa Kofo and Krobiti, but Tomusha Bukuma and crack. Mr. Whoever did this, Justin Kodja from Pony Honorable Stephen Tim, they are still at push. Woman who to ma, Mr. Pia from Palace Sadi Bibiano, and people for sanction. We is the author of the defeat.
May I say, 37 after 9, and you better wrap up now, yes, now
that's what's so bad, you miss. Make us I don't say bad, oh.
Was it better?
So last 5 minutes.
Remember last 5 minutes now. Number person me here, Jumaine. Medical catch him. A crum ha chrono bono near CC in the doors. You see, I report. Sadia mana ye Juma whole last year. No, I sound what I see. Na yes, see microphone size. Mamin can't say when change this phone. Tie. A bina assassin. Nobody should make up their mind. Say. Yeah, be hinta party a we ni achi aban ekwa aban foforo aba e de akoje nkrofo japadio. Yes, that he obi mu ahye sa ne mani bi ase. Na I am saying this on authority. Your investigation no we are told so obi na ehye da you superyin bi din wo police headquarters. E de yes the Richard for video ne to so ba me. Wokọ eyi motorway ni nche ha ya. Ewo Accra ha ya. Asasi bi eda ho no mu a eben the gallery apartment kese no what they call signature enclave ni mu a the signature structure no a the mo asase wo ho na mo ye munyai. Okay, enkra signature apartment Accra mo nchen ho asem na make motorway yin che ha ya. Now I'm saying this, why we police pen here Richard for video ne to so mama. Yes, this is the enclave na make ho asem na no na media to so here. Why we your police pay ya what police headquarters ha? Why baby I to war yi dia fe? Or abo mpi hwe bi na wo catch on crofo na wo matimi ayi. Baby a war yi dey ya war yi da ho. Obi asase o at the way in front of apartment na e wa akire. Okay? Some ne wo ka say, "Yes sorry at the police for eso crofo gu police vehicle moko a me ne wo ka say crofo de by force e gi asase." Mani pa asase ne ye ne dia no. Bibi ya ye. Hey, ye catch him. E mo bia yusu obia din wo krom ha. Wo mo a yusu police mpanyimfo din CID. Ene CID ma me panyin a wotu ho ma me fosi enkrofo obo wudin se wo nkwala de ba ho be sa de ma. Please call them to order. Abanya sesa ye nka se momfa kwati kwan so nko je nkrofo nyapade. No. We will always talk against it and then we will amplify our voices in fault because Sadia and no anya and that's the thing and yet
it's true.
Enti police for amodi emosimu ne adwuma biaye o mine security say when here mo as say police for mo pese mo dane mo ho langas no IGP we are telling you this morning there wo mo asase na wo mo ye wo this enclave no we know police for mo ko ho no o chena me ba me de mo pictures any mo vehicles amodi ko ho car numbers ni nyam de beto why do we do that? Was it airtime? Airtime. Abaya sisa. Enti private business person na ono na to na asase no. Near the abaya asisa ni tumi bi ye de eji. Obi asase a watoato ho take possession. Edi ne niam aguso. Kwasi ade atwam ya. Na mo de blocks ni anwea koguso. Mo kwaka mo si police mpanyimfo bi se. Na what asase okroma. Na remember, obi asase okroma. Now we will come back to it to have a major discussion on this. So huna nene sa niema it will not foster this time round. Enye adwuma. Open prime area say when Chenya Pentecost wo si wo mo headquarters e wo ho. Asase na mo kwakofo a mo di police for tata nkrofo no. Munnim sa asase nya mo dia. Police what say so what Daniel Langas. Why? What's about me to you wrap up here sorry.
I
think
and I'm any in Anche.
Oh, set or someone 5 minutes. I'm sure maybe yeah.
Maybe question 5 minutes. Or about the work I say into only basic about
on that subject matter we the okay just a quick one. I mean it's wrong.
It is so wrong.
Mommy, I've only had the opportunity to meet her once. A CID boss.
She and before you saw the use
or a noble woman, mommy. And I'll be surprised to say be a bibisa, but it's a view.
Because I'm saying, say, and for you,
I'm sure, say,
man, for CID box, yeah, Kasa say, patrol teams are a day vehicles, airport, free CID department. At the police headquarters near Dienano. So on your where I'm just saying it on authority.
But I think
they are coming from that angle.
May Messiana once.
This is them to order.
What Messiana once and on you be a fancy beer, a beer nipebia minuni be in the course of our work in ECI. I mean certain things like this, you know. Told us I'm mean facts and also from all angles. One here, I mean just a but my main call and come on so. Nkomo ne bebre aka bebre na de meka nyina so mo yento ebo ase kakra. Fourth Republic you have how many elections? Say 9 elections. Abayako. We've had, I mean, yenya President Rawlings, yenya President Kufuor, yenya President Nos, yenya President Mahama, yenya President Akufo-Addo, and President Mahama Sababa, yenya 6 different presidents. At 9 and 1 electoral victory. And you know, I say we want to paint a picture as of my who the baby honorable. A 1 electoral victory. No more renew. We've had different elections, 9 different elections. A move 1 pen more renew.
1.7.
Hold on. It doesn't even matter. It could be 5 million. After all. They have 96 elections, even the difference was more than this. But because we've all been there before. Because we're as we make and say,
advice where no
maybe no Israel for him. Na Israel for a drum maybe na Israel for say Nyamina would do almost bompe. And almost more nipa hin. They said the other jurisdictions, other countries say Israel Huesiano. And one more petition man Yankopon through the Prophet Samuel. One more call and Yankopon catch them some more call back. No one be do or no Yamina be do. So Israel force there be Chinchana Samuel no more day. Friends say the human king nipa no mope. And then Yami catches Samuel say Uncle bless it, Uncle anointed so in a day and more. And Sabreno and some Israel for kind be say Yamekra where you or mama. Nyamekra will chantro, Nyame no castle don't kina. So this is the very common thing. You shouldn't be swayed away by those things. Hey, you do you. And I say, no, I am saying, say, the way 1 electoral victory, now where I say, and you people own this country. Yeah, if you want to play the politics of it, yeah, let me tell you, say, 1, you promise a lean government. Yes. What promises 60 ministers? Yes. But at the end of the day, from the list of appointments, I can tell you, say you are not going to ensure lean government.
No, wait for us.
Hold on. Presidential staffers are here now.
That's what I'm promising.
Presidential staffers.
No, lean government is not. Lean government is not about ministers. Can I land?
60 ministers.
No, but at the end of the day, the 60 ministers. What was the intent of the 60 ministers? It was for lean government. But I know all appointed 60 ministers now for 5,000 staffers. What is the point? Hold on, maybe. I am telling you, say, if you want to play the politics of it, no person has ever handled post-electoral victory or handled recklessly like this government.
Which government?
My 14 days. 14 days. What can you say about cabinet?
Which government?
Your first lie is the cabinet. Also, meba. Ode Tobasa menkasa. Oh, the interruption we die. Oba promises your first 14 days was the cabinet. Master TV. Oba what say? Master TV.
And exactly 2 weeks.
Exactly 2 weeks. What set up the cabinet?
Go on. You go.
You're too about we no. You were behaving like say cool na mo dey about power.
Go on.
Who behave with say cool na mo dey about power? Hey, father manko. Who say baby and then you are here
equalize. Send them. Yes,
ECG.
Flaster house.
No, ECG.
Nanka Bruce.
Ghana gas.
Nanka Bruce.
No, honorable. ECG. So I'm helping you. ECG. Ghana gas. Maybe Toboas. ECG. Ghana gas. Kotoka.
Ghana gas.
2M Express. Oh, me kebe bi amako. Police says a machine.
Kotoka one year.
Honorable. Say me flow. Now you are talking about arrogance. They make us say I'm too a boss and say arrogance was my okay. A bra 2016. One more lose election. Yeah, not members of the NDC. I'm man from one young say baby to substitute in the This thing is very common.
But nobody has mentioned arrogance.
Me church. Them more can the arrogance of power. Money are there. The MPP co-position.
It's true.
Nobody has a problem with that. I am saying, say, we are dealing with human beings. Sebi, you are dealing with human beings. You may get in Kofua, one too much, extreme.
Exactly.
Those things are there. But I am saying, say, Mama Baba Mono, Mama and Noma Emra from Kakra. Because I'm coming. Arrogance tag out there, man. Just 2016, when President Mahama, he did tagging. What is he did tagging? Bro, President Mahama because Kumasi, Asante for ye come on so cry the good to Kaso Mama Moon.
Oh, Asante now Tiasi, be now say Achim, Asante Achim.
Oh, Asante Dion.
Asante Achim, then cry.
You see, they're making an answer when we have opportunities like this and we raise a conversation to a certain level. And you are all being nationalistic. Now the power. Why you best say the beauty of the conversation? Okay. Because Ghana for it and we are not different people. Yeah, Ghana for you actually move into MPP and DC. When the expectations grow greater, now when it's my meet here, your own people will be the same people on making arrogance. Nobody saying so be an arrogant. Stand up when no money, baby should start to get and then they buy. Bidi Bakusi, last one.
Answer graduates for no in the money.
I'm American remove. Yes. Okay, Charles Wasem.
Yes.
Also Charles Cry, I come 1 way a day atum. Yes, Beniforce Banch in Jana Bede, a bachelor. Every society, apart from government of Ghana, more Pesemusu say, or money channel of communication. Every organization being where any channel of communication. I've Mimi a Minister of Education famous saying every day I've had to respond to Charles, Nagrat, CCT, and other unions. But me patoti, and most are biases. And Tinia much as a phone cassa, yate, and a chance for Becassa. They be who may be a quapusi. Some oh, Mate, but no, except to say, Mamma Casamancho, let me clarify this. Mamma clarifies how do we. First of all, it is not true. Send Adrian in here. Charles only, and I'm saying this on a platform, say, Primus, one, he's an NDC guy, Charles General Secretary. 2, he just took an advantage of the situation of say new government, and I had teachers in the Pesca. Take this on record for me, and I'm going to explain to you briefly. The reason can I respectfully? Wild allegation. Let me substantiate it. Yes, I'm a good man. So, the entire one, as some kind of no say, President Mahama ordered saying you are in school no. Last 3 days, and you are near the Ekoi. Yeah, there were only 2 food items. Busa said 2 weeks to last 3 days in Grano Mudi Day.
But I must say themselves
respectfully. Oh, let me land. Don't interrupt me.
Mr. Speaker.
2 weeks. This is common sense approach. 2 weeks to timer. 3 days in Yanana Kwenam Krani Day. Secondly, Eziga Krano and Yania President Mama order. There were only 2 food items: rice and maize. Rice and maize, you know. Oko secondary school be more 18 food items. Other 16 food items they be free in Aba. So if anybody tells you, say aban bi kono we nyahwe na nwane bi ani ho enti na Charles kasa you feel say Charles kasa you have 4 years with them we dey go you see people are not asking questions 2 weeks na san na nwane na ba ho no nkra ni dey secondly what the
school also had resumed right
no nkra was school
na parents
na are you saying say nkra 1.3 million no bia ma me go
Charles directive was that school not resuming what the Obana school affair.
Exactly. No. Okay, let me respond to that. So the logic is say 1.3 million crown on school mono and no pay we no parent be the adwane koi and omo go here for 2 weeks. Omo ka adwane sana so we. You see
na adwane omo di ni nye esuanso.
Yo yate.
Ti aban papa.
Ana the only 2 food items koi.
Ah, you know nti kroma na